Every soul carries a secret, even from itself. Here, its true name is kept. Welcome to LibCurio, Library of Curiosity. Now tread softly and the chapter begins. You feel the tremor before you hear it, a vibration beneath the eardrum, like a crystal shivering in a void. Shapes bend sideways, folding over themselves, impossible geometries dissolving when you blink. The air tastes faintly of metal and old paper. Somewhere in the darkness, a faucet drips upward, catching the light like fragmented stars. Your skin registers textures that do not exist. The smooth burn of shadow, the wet roughness of silence, the ghostly brush of a hand that was never yours. Sounds echo unevenly, as if the walls themselves are breathing. A floorboard hums under a foot you are not sure is there. Time feels elastic. A second stretches into minutes, and minutes collapse into flickering sparks behind your eyelids. Every sense misfires, and yet you cannot stop noticing. Every fragment of perception is both revelation and trick. You are not who you think you are. The phrase is simple, yet inside it coils a labyrinth of murmurs, corridors carved by neurons while you slept or pretended to. Somewhere in the quiet architecture of your mind, circuits debate the weight of your choices as if you were absent, and in some sense you are. Your memories are not yours. They are echoes, fingerprints of synapses firing in concert without permission. You remember the scent of rain on asphalt, yet the rain never fell on you. The asphalt was someone else's street, captured by mirror neurons and grafted onto your story. Heraclitus whispers through the folds of your cortex. Everything flows, nothing abides. You nod, though only a fragment of you registers understanding. You overhear your fears, your desires, the negotiations between curiosity and habit, as if the self is both prisoner and warden. You speak to yourself in muted tones, but those tones are already someone else's language. Descartes' doubt is alive here, not as a method, but as a living organism, gnawing at the spine of your certainty, rearranging synaptic furniture while you pretend to read, to drink coffee, to wait for a train that never arrives. Even your thoughts betray you. They argue, conspire, laugh when you're serious, whisper when you're alone. Sometimes, just sometimes, you glimpse the counsel behind your eyes, the jury of instincts, memories, and phantom neurons making decisions on your behalf in rooms you cannot enter. They debate what you will fear, what you will crave, what you will regret. A neuron argues, a memory protests, and an instinct votes quietly, decisively. There is no conspiracy, only observation, only a quiet horror that the mind is not a single voice, but a crowded chamber, and the self is always late to its own meeting. And yet, the counsel is not cruel. It deliberates with curiosity. It tests you not to harm, but to see if you can withstand the revelation that consciousness is not singular, that your identity is stitched together from whispers, echoes, and the silent laughter of neurons you will never control. You are a witness to yourself, a citizen of a mind that never sleeps, and the council watches as you stumble through your own interior corridors, trembling, hesitant, alive. You feel it first in your chest, a hollow sinking, as if your ribs were made of glass and someone whispered your name too sharply. The council convenes again, but now is not discussion, it is reckoning. Your fears and desires spill into one another, a river without banks, and you watch fragments of yourself drift downstream. The smell of damp earth and ink rises from the corners of your mind. A ghostly library where every book you have ever read folds into one another, unreadable yet hauntingly familiar. You try to grasp the sensation, but your hands meet only air, a texture that refuses definition. Somewhere inside, a neuron laughs, firing in patterns you will never consciously notice, yet sculpting your awe, grief, and estrangement. You feel the weight of your absence, how much of you is observation, and how much is a phantom improvising the act of being. Even your heartbeat participates, stuttering in Morse code of dread and wonder, translating itself into the language of the unconscious. Perhaps it is recognition of impermanence, the quiet terror of being a vessel for thoughts not entirely yours. The brain, that shadowy committee, debates morality, identity, and desire with a precision you will never comprehend. It rehearses conversations you never had, calculates consequences for choices you never made, and whispers apologies you cannot hear. And yet, in this cacophony, there is tenderness, a fragile, trembling witness attending to your suffering with the intimacy of a candle flame in a dark cathedral. Grief and awe are siblings in the council chambers, twin threads woven without your consent. Estrangement becomes a mirror. It does not alienate you, but reveals the ghosted corridors of your own mind. In the spaces between synapses, you glimpse a self unmoored, oscillating between wonder and horror, curiosity and despair, conscious and unconscious. You see the council arguing over your past, revisiting decisions you thought were closed, analyzing the weight of words you never spoke, the tiny betrayals of routine, and neuron flickers in dissent. A memory rises to protest, claiming it was misunderstood. You feel a phantom sorrow for choices you never truly made, yet for which your brain keeps careful records. And still, you are there, listening, trembling, aware that every sensation, even fear, is both illusion and truth, stitched into the very fibers of your being. The corridors of your mind multiply like roots, splitting beneath soil too dark to see. Every imagined decision branches into a universe you cannot enter. Every regret becomes a shadow with its own gravity. You hear the council whisper again, not in words, but in tremors of possibility, weighing futures you have not yet lived and perhaps never will. You reach for certainty, but your fingers brush only fog. The brain, that secretive archivist, catalogs infinite scenarios, conversations that never occurred, betrayals that never happened, loves that exist only in fleeting electrical storms. Reality is not a single path, but a tangle of negotiations, a network of consequences, each node glowing faintly with the illusion of choice. Even now, some fragment of you has already chosen, while the conscious self waits in vain for a verdict. Time fractures. Past, present, and future curl into one another like smoke in a draft, impossible to separate, impossible to own. You feel the presence of yourself everywhere, in the empty chair, in the tremble of your shadow, in the half-remembered scent of old books. And yet, you are nowhere, truly nowhere, except in this fleeting awareness that watches the council deliberate behind the curtain of consciousness. Every choice that did not happen calls to you. Every route not taken hums faintly, a song of possibilities. You could follow any of these paths or none. The forking is endless, the echoes multiply, and still somewhere, in the silent chamber where thought folds into itself, you hear a voice, neither yours nor foreign, murmuring the possibility of being again, and when the echoes fade, you are left with your breath, the slight warmth of your hands, the way the light catches on the edge of your dusk. Nothing answers. Nothing judges. Only the intimacy of existence remains, fragile, fleeting, and entirely yours to feel. If this spoke to you, wander deeper into the Library of Curiosity playlist. Each voice adds to the conversation. Each question deepens the paradox we share. Subscribe, and until next time, stay curious, stay unsettled. LibCurio never closes. And the next chapter already waits.